As we begin another day, let us pause for a minute of silence. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, fellow Titans. It is day 3 of National School Counseling Week. Ever wonder why your counselor wanted to become a school counselor? Or the preparation they needed to sit in the counselor's seat? Take a peek at the upcoming video to find out more. Right after that video, we're going to show you an inspirational story about another great American, Thurgood Marshall.
Hi there, I'm Mrs. Welch. I'm one of the school counselors here at Dominion. So you might have wondered what it takes to become a school counselor. We are happy to have an intern working with us this semester, Mr. Callie. You may have seen him around, and he is finishing up his internship as a school counselor.
So, to become a school counselor, you have to do a couple of things. First thing you got to do, graduate high school. The next thing that you do is you go on to your undergrad program. So that's usually like completing a 4-year university, some kind of degree where you can get your bachelor's degree. Really, in any type of field, a lot of school counselors go with like psychology, but it can be even unrelated. So just graduating with a 4-year degree. Once you've gotten that, you move on to a master's program.
You may not know that in our master's degree, we don't take any classes on how to schedule students or how to help students apply to college. That type of training all comes during the internship.
Hi, I'm Andrew Bertner, and this is Thurgood Marshall. Marshall was born June 2nd, 1908 in Baltimore, Maryland, and was originally named Thorogood. He later changed this to Thurgood, which is the name we know him as today. After growing up in Baltimore, he wanted to study at Lincoln University, which is located in Pennsylvania. After Lincoln University, he applied to the Maryland Law School program and was denied due to the color of his skin. Instead, he ended up studying law at Howard University and achieved first in his class. After school, Marshall helped Charles Hamilton Houston with the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. This fund was originally centered around raising money for black schools and institutions, but once Marshall got there, he pushed for a new focus, ending segregation in the U.S. Some of the first cases that he worked on included Murray versus Maryland and Missouri ex rel Gaines versus Canada. These cases focused on ending segregation in higher education. Marshall eventually took over the Legal Defense and Education Fund. As a leader, he took up a series of cases which led up to the case known as Brown versus Board of Education in 1954. This case led to the integration of all public schools in the United States. Then, in the 60s, Marshall went through a series of appointments. In 1961, he was appointed by JFK to the U.S. Court of Appeals. In 1965, he was appointed by Lyndon Johnson as Solicitor General, which is one of the highest roles in the Justice Department. In 1967, he was appointed by Lyndon Johnson to become the first African-American Supreme Court Justice. While Supreme Court Justice, he pushed for many things. Some of the main things include bringing equality for everyone, opposing the death penalty, and he also pushed for a new type of interpretation of the Constitution, which was called the sliding scale. Some fun facts about Thurgood Marshall. He actually had a total of 150 dissenting opinions in cases involving the death penalty. As a lawyer, he won 29 of the 32 cases he brought to the Supreme Court. and at one point he was overseeing 450 cases. Another fun fact is that Charles Hamilton Houston, who Marshall first worked with in the beginning of his career, helped start the Loudoun chapter of the NAACP. Finally, Marshall left a lasting legacy, so I'm going to leave you with some impactful words from him. Where you see wrong or inequality or injustice, speak out, because this is your country, this is your democracy. Make it, protect it, pass it on.
Thurgood Marshall's life is such a testament to an individual, the countless individuals over the course of human history and American history in particular, who has stood up to injustice, regardless of the cost. It's a really remarkable story, and we're so happy to tell it this time of year. I want to give a shout out to juniors whose second quarter report card performance was out of this world. Let's start by recognizing those students who got all A's for the second quarter. Rahman Ahmadi Sianavi, Kaylin Jones, Austin Lee, Ryan Merton, Ephrata Philippos, Katie Price, Fariha Sadat, Mara Schroeder, Chase Taylor, Christian Thompson, and Yanni Anev. Really proud of those accomplishments, my friends. Basketball season continues tonight, regular season. Girls travel out to Ashburn to take on the Spartans, while our boys host Broad Run here in our gym. And actually, their senior night and their final home game. We're turning our attention to spring season. Tomorrow is the boys soccer team final preseason practice. They want you to see their promotional video. Mr. Chuba wants you to know, National Honor Society members, Mr. Chuba wants you to know that tomorrow's NHS meeting has been moved to Monday at 8:30 a.m. in the auditorium. The NHS meeting moved from Thursday to Monday. I want you to get ready for Friday night, 7 p.m., blank slate, and a whole bunch of other talented performers will be on the Titan stage at 7 p.m. Tomorrow and Friday, I hope to have a promotional video for you to see. Titans, I just want to remind you that in our beautifully diverse student body here in Titan territory, we share many common threads. Some of us, however, face socioeconomic challenges at home. Our counseling team, who we're celebrating this week, and our school liaison, parent liaison, Miss Oriana, are a tremendous resource in your time of need. You can speak with your counselor or Miss Oriana in complete confidence if you have an essential need at home. Food, clothing, furniture, for example. Our staff members have great connections with local nonprofit organizations that can often fill in these gaps. Please ask us if your family needs assistance. Titans, remember, your life is a priceless treasure. Your presence here in our community, it's a gift. You are loved unconditionally. Always be truly Titan. Have a fantastic day. Go Titans!